Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back to another episode of Valhalla Vanguard in Aurora Forex. And, well, it turns out that I'm not the only one that's had the problem with laying down mines, but now I'll figure out how to do it. And basically, how you need to do it, let's select the patrol 2, since they did that. Unfortunately, I did have tiny accidents there. I actually ended shot all the missiles that I had loaded in there, but it did include the mines, and now they should work in there. But basically what you need to do is have the waypoints selected. Well, anyway, select the waypoint, like, you don't have to move to it directly, but you need to use the order of, well, if we select the Valhalla, for example, launch missiles at, can we actually, I wonder, oh, so we could actually have used this one. Just launch missiles at the jump point, and then the second stage of the mines will not be activated immediately. But accidentally I did have all the other missiles still loaded into the tubes, and it just, no matter if all of your, like, all the tubes have been assigned to fire controls or not, it will shoot everything that has been loaded in there, so it can be a bit tricky. So we lost a little bit of missiles there, but it was mostly iron missiles, so I'm not too worried about that. Actually, it was entirely iron missiles, so I'm not too worried about that. Or even less now. But anyway, we got that one sorted out, so now we have a little bit of mines there, and just in case they try to transit, of course, our ships will be back in Valhalla, so it's a bit of a distance there. That can be a problem. But I reckon that will give us at least a tiny bit of stuff to work with. And don't mind me, I'm just quickly evening up the hours here again to what they need to be, more or less anyway. But yeah, we should be getting the next technology, or the jump drive soon, which will be useful. And if you're wondering why these patrols are going different directions, I decided to send the patrol 2 to refuel at the whaling fleet at Zhatelier, because it hasn't been emptied in a while. I mean, it doesn't have more than like 3.5 million liters maybe, but I reckon it will be enough to at least refuel the majority of the patrol there. And the other one is going directly, well, going to Nostron to refuel at the... Did I actually order it to refuel at the whaler fleet there or not? I don't remember. Not that it necessarily matters all that much. Okay. There's another hostile transit. New hostile class. Gaza. Cross section is 336. We're having shortage on Mimir for fuel production. We did get the military jump drive now, so that's good. And we did get, or started on the big engine that we've outlined a little bit ago, a few episodes back. Right. Well, one of the teams is already back, but this group, have they? I'm pretty sure that they have managed to... Yeah, they have reloaded, haven't they? Now, to be fair, I don't want to use this screen. Don't suppose there's a... No. I'm going to use this one. So I just need to set up all the missiles back to their correct fire controls, or the tubes to their fire controls. Actually, this way around. Sign that. Copy. And I suppose we will have to move this one back. We've got a fair bit away, but not too bad. Right, so... hold on, it is... Remove all orders. Do a jump point. Move towards that. But first things first, hopefully, and I mean hopefully, the missiles will be launched. Division by 0. Okay, the ship is capable of about 2,400 kilometers, as was the previous one. Now, for some reason, it decided that the missiles would be there. Oh, it decided to transfer back. Ah. But that may have been a scout or something. But we did scare them off, that's good. Let's go for 5 minutes. See what happens. We may lose the missiles. Yeah, we lost the missiles. And they transferred back. Okay, so they essentially dodged our missiles by going back and forth a little bit. That is a bit annoying. Now, apparently we still have 2 of the minesets there, so we can still see it. Seems to be 16,000 tons. Not too shabby size. Now, we do have some missiles on the ships here. We don't know anything else about that ship. We don't know their weaponry or anything like that. And we are quite far away from the enemies here. Let's take quick smaller ones here. And maybe take some 2-minute increments here. Oh, and they traveled back, okay. They might be doing this a bit more here. They realize that, oh, there's no one on the other side. Well, we got reinforcements on the way. Take it a bit slow. Unfortunately, we don't know much about that ship. Hold on, is there... Are we not looking at the wrecks? No, we don't have the wrecks on. Should probably have them. So the Gaza 1, we don't know much about it. But clearly we can't actually leave this spot entirely. And those mines apparently are not all that great, so we may need to set the mines a bit further away from the jump point itself. Just so that we don't... Oh, like they don't immediately jump back, is what I'm thinking. I mean, I suppose we did scare them a little bit, but not sure if that's helpful or not. Right, so we're not actually moving all that quick back. We're doing our best, but it's not quite there yet. And the Patrol 1 is currently going back for overhaul and all that. So the Patrol 2 will have to survive for a while here in case they send in more. Now, a good thing is that we still have the old mines there, which are still providing some of the visual for us, but I'm not sure how much it will help. But by the looks of it, they didn't really have all that high speed, so that might be another older design, or it might be that they just haven't bothered getting bigger engines yet. Either one is possible. To be fair, we are playing on the 75% difficulty. Right, so we are probably about a few days away from the... Well, not quite a few days, but about a day away from the jump point. No, actually, it is 2, maybe 3. But yeah, I suppose we'll just get in there. Keep an eye on the point in the vicinity. there's a freighter, unloading installations over there. There's a bit of a treacherous trip right now, but hopefully it will be fine. Using these 3-hour turns right now. Although I might as well go to auto turns right now, so I don't need to click it constantly. Yeah, so far so good. They haven't jumped back in. They probably realized that, oh, they are keeping an eye on, even though there's no one in there. If we are at the jump point itself, and once they jump in, our missiles should be able to surpass any of their defenses. Basically invisible missiles for them. Which hopefully will help a little bit. There we go. And I think I'll just leave them... I'll let them stay there for the time being. Although actually... Oh, right, it's just the range that they can see. The mines there, it's just... No, actually there are 2 sets of those old mines there. Interesting. Probably we lost the warheads to the enemy actually being smart. Oh crap, I didn't mean to go and auto turns here. But since we started, I'll let it go there. It doesn't seem to be too much activity here. They tried to poke through, but they got spooked and returned. Now, one thing that I would like to do, I know it's a bad idea right now, but I would like to go through the jump point again to the other side of Lador and start fighting them there. Hopefully I might be able to push them at least out of the jump point area and destroy some ships there, but the question is, how much could we actually do damage there? I don't know, and they would get a lot of free shots at us. Even though, even if we use this squad transit. Okay, low fuel on some of the fishermen. Team skill increased. And it feels like the day when all the building and such happens is kind of tied to when there's last been action, like 5 days from that. I could be entirely mistaken, of course, but... Oh. Hold on a minute. Day and 8 hours. That sounds a bit risky, okay. Let's try again. If it's also gonna be day and 8 hours. Oh, hostile contact. It's the Gaza again. I managed to transfer. Okay. How did they get that far? That makes no sense. Now we don't know how quick they are. Right, well, contacts. We'll pursue. We should have a higher speed. We're going to move to. And the iron missiles might be able to shoot there. I'm going to assign the target already. I'm going to hold fire there until we reach a bit closer. So it should be set up correctly. Seems to be, yeah. Right, let's have a look. What can we see about that? It does have a speed, not very high speed. We've got almost double. We know that they are capable of about 2400. roughly speaking. I'm not sure which direction they are actually moving. If we take a bit of a longer skip, we should be able to see that. Seem to be moving in. Seem to be moving in. Okay. That might be another beamfire ship, to be fair. Once we're about, I don't know, 50 million, we'll shoot down some missiles down their direction. Then we'll divert our... Oh, they're moving south, so we're trying to intercept that. Right. Still waiting for that distance to go down a little bit. Okay, now I think it's time to start firing. So... open fire, and open fire. Should be able to fire a lot of missiles down that range. Oh, not quite ready yet. I mean, I know that that fire delay is from the open fire button. Oh, bollocks, we have the wrong missile set up for the... Oh, that we can fix. And we'll actually copy the assign, so that should... Yes, it did. Right, so we've already fired 16 missiles, and we're going to fire another 16. Let's take a 30-second increment. And some 2-minute increments. I'm pretty sure that these missiles will do a fair bit of damage on them. I mean, the alpha output of these is fairly high. Hold on, did we... I think we did. Now the good thing with the long reload time is that the missile should be able to reach the enemy before we are ready to fire again. Which is both good and bad. It means that if we destroy with the salvo, we don't fire another one that will be wasted. But at the same time, if it's too long, then it just takes a long while to do any damage, and it gives the enemy a bit too much time to react. But we are making a decent... They haven't switched their direction yet. No, and I'm not sure if they actually have any... They might not have any active sensors, or at least we can't see any. Let's have a look. Joseph Saw. We got the Gaza design. We only know their speed and cross-section. Interesting. But not even close enough to actually see their thermal. So that might mean that we can't see their active sensors even if they have some. Now, to be fair, one problem with these missiles that we're currently using, although they are the oldest designs, but since they're going on different speeds, they will not be hitting at the same time, which gives more time for the enemy point defense. Oh, now I realized. We didn't detect the transit with the mines, we just detected that it went past our range. And that's why I was over here, okay. That makes a bit more sense. Okay, let's have a look at the details from here. Chance to hit, 117%. Hit the damage. At least strength 2 armor. Penetrated the armor. At least that's what I think it is. It's streaming atmosphere, so we probably penetrated armor, so it's probably 2, maybe 3 at max in the size there. Then another strike of missiles, a bit of hits. So it doesn't seem to have point defense or anything like that. Oh, they are starting to put on active sensors. They can now see us, but... Oh, that might be it. They didn't have the active sensors on, and now they realize, oh god, we are under attack. The question is, can they actually spot our missiles or not? And will they switch their direction or anything like that? They seem to be moving towards us now. So it most likely is a beamfire ship. Oh, they dropped their active sensors. Huh. Interesting. Not sure what they're thinking. Might be trying to be stealthy or something, but... Clearly... Oh, and we shot another set of missiles. Let's take 5-second increments here. That might be just enough for the missiles to hit. And indeed it was. Okay, so chance to hit 138, no, 34%, sorry. And on the other ones it's 139. New wreck. Oh! Oh, okay. Not so much for that one. And now we're going to lose our missiles that we just shot, but that's fine. Oh, wait a minute, there's the life pod. Right, what we're going to do is we are going to actually even out the missiles. Pull them to one ship only. So we're currently using Spike 1. We'll just pull in the missiles over here. We can actually pull in everything and still have some extra room. Which is both good and bad. But that means that we can just pull in the size 3 and size 6 missiles to here. Which should work fine. And then if we bring in some mines, we could technically try setting up the minefield a bit further away. Maybe. Right. Now that we got that, we're gonna separate the Spike 2. And you're gonna go to the life pods. Rescue survivors. Move through Nastrand and go to Humir. Go to Valhalla and promote survivors. You can probably refuel. And then we're going to load ordnance. Probably manually actually. And then we'll bring it back here. Once the patrol 1 is set, all done their overhauls and such, we're going to bring them back here. So we're going to probably have to be destroying these enemy ships for quite a while here. By the looks of it anyway. Alright, we may need to take off the targets. Clear fleet. And clear fleet. There we go. That shouldn't be a problem anymore. But we seem to be out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.